Welcome, everyone. It's Tuesday evening, March 29th, and we are going to talk about this exciting new app called Boards. And I know some of you have heard of it, some of you have not heard of it, don't know what it is. We're all going to start at the same place at the beginning, so we won't lose anybody. And you know what? I think hold your questions or put them in the chat. That's fine too. You can put them in the chat. And at the end, I'm going to go kind of just surface on this one. And it's not hard. Let me just say that up front. This app is not hard. I learned it. Jen and Diane learned it. And we are crazy about it. We love it. And I think we're going to learn more functionality as we go along. And we'll continue to add content. So what is Boards? It's basically an app that allows you to have all the content you want for sharing with people, whether they're your customer, potential customer, a new team member, or you just want to post. It's all at your fingertips. So it's beautiful in that sense that you can have everything you need. You don't, no more fishing around for things, you know, here, there, and everywhere. And I get lots of questions all the time about where do I find this? Where do I find that? So, and I too have scrambled around. So I think you're really going to like this app. So before we look at it, before we move forward, I will tell you it's in the App Store. If you're a multitasker, I know you're already downloading it, or maybe you already have, but we're going to talk a little bit about it. So Diane, would you like to share like what so far has been your experience? You're muted, sweetie, you're muted.
Hello, everybody. I have found so far the ease of accessibility. So it's been that I've had stuff in notes. I've had to go to Freedom Revolution. I've had to go to recordings on Facebook. And so you thumb through your brain when someone's asking you, oh, can you tell me a little bit about the product, or do you have a product sheet? So the ease of Boards is whether you're sitting at your desk or whether you have your phone and you're on the go. If somebody wants to know a quick video, you're looking for Jumpstart, or you're looking for something on the shred, or a product or a price sheet or some information sheets, it's the ease of your phone. It's you pick it up just as if you would send a text message. Everything is in there, and I have found it to be very efficient and really quick in getting something to somebody, rather than saying, I'll get back to you. And then typically we all kind of know we'll get back to them. And then that you get home and you're like, who was I going to get back to? And it's a day. So it's very efficient in getting back in real time exposure to people. And then you can have conversations while you're sharing it, and they get so excited about it as well.
I like that. That's a good point, that you can actually continue the conversation because you have that information at your fingertips. I love that, Diane. Thank you. Jen, what about you? How have you used Boards so far? What have you learned?
Well, I think for the thing for me, hi, everybody. You know, it's overwhelming. There's so much information. I know that Diane said that. And if I would have had this when I was just getting started, I would have been like, I wouldn't have known what it was like with all of the other things. But the feeling I would have was like, okay, it's all in one little spot, right? It's not like all over the place, like Diane said. It's like so simple. So if I'm not one, let's just say I'm someone that has another job and I'm speaking to someone, like Diane said, it's just so much simpler. And it's that's just that feeling of ease, I think, for me, is what has really revolutionized how I feel and how I share. I don't feel like, I feel like I'm pretty organized up to this point, but now I'm like over the top organized, which it feels really good. And I think that, and also too, like I'm learning things now, like, oh, I've never seen this before. Where was this? Right. And so it's just, again, it's a learning tool, right? Don't think that you're going to learn it all at once, but where you are in your business, there's a spot for you, right? And then you just kind of build on it, which is really cool.
Yeah, there's a lot to explore in there. And we were so fortunate to have Stacy Whitmer share with us her whole board that she put about 40 plus hours into making. And so we just took it and we've been using that plus personalizing it. So think of it as like a organic tool. We're continually adding new things to it that you can use. So without further ado, I want to show you, I'm going to share my screen and we are going to look at it. So this is our Team Light. This is ours. The other one, Team on a Mission, is the one Stacy shared with us. They're pretty similar actually, but we have added a few things. So this is what it looks like. And I can't show you, I mean, on your phone, it's going to look pretty much the same. But the cool thing is it's another keyboard. So if you have your phone, I'm not sure about Android, it may be pretty much the same, but if you just open up your messages, like you're going to send somebody a message. Okay, so let's just do that with me for a second so you can see what I'm talking about. Let's just say your last text message, open it up. And if you touch inside the little area where you would type in a message, down in the bottom left, you'll see a globe. Does everyone see that? A little globe at the bottom left. What that means is it's your keyboards. I don't know if you can see but see my little globe down there at the bottom? That's you have all the time. So when you just put your cursor inside that message on your phone, you can touch that globe and it'll pop up whatever keyboards you currently have on your phone. Okay. So, and Android, I'm not totally sure if that's exactly what you see. I think it is, but there's a whole support group here. I mean, support offered through boards for either one, Android or iPhone. So this is what it looks like. These are called keys, each of these little rectangles in here. How to use boards, brand new, let's get started. We're going to take a look at a couple of these. Customer care, Juice Plus products and programs, business, social media, a picture library. Tower Garden has its own key. Events, what do I say? That's a great one for people who are getting started. Shred 10, and then Diane just helped me and added soy here because she was talking about a lot of issues or questions she was getting on soy. And you can come in here and I'll show you how to do that at the end. So let's just go here and let's look at a couple of them. So I'm going to open brand new. Let's get started. Let's see what's in here. There's the let's get started. Now, we're not eliminating the use of the Freedom Revolution. We're just putting a few key things here for you. You're still going to use the Freedom Revolution. Let's get started. I'm going to click that open. Welcome. We're so happy you're here. Here's your getting started checklist. Here's the short video on how to sign up a new Juice Plus partner. I love 30 reasons right here. It's something you can, these are all shareable. So let's say I want to share this. So I'm going to click 30 reasons. It's a PDF. You can't really read that there. But when I click it, I can copy it that way by just clicking it. And now I can copy it. It's on the clipboard. And now I can go send it in a message, or I can send it an email, either way. Okay, so it's pretty much what you see on your phone right here. All right, so I'm going to back out of this. So I'm just going to do my back key here and do it one more time. My back arrow. So we're going to just show you a couple that we think are, I'm going to go to the beginning, that are probably the most impactful in customer care and Juice Plus products and programs. But this time of year, Tower Garden is going to be great. You're going to want to come through and just check out all of these. So customer care. This one is designed to help you help a new customer. So a 30-day campaign, this is beautiful. Like, here's some verbiage. Look at this. This is, put your name, just pop your name in there. Of course, remove the brackets, just put your name in there. Your Juice Plus partner, congratulations on taking the important step in your health. From time to time, I will send you a text to inspire, motivate, encourage you, and to answer any questions you may have along the way. And you can always edit this to what you would say. So if you feel like, that's not what I would say, then you can change it to what you would say, but it's a good starting place. So you can see there's all the way down here to 30 days of verbiage. Okay, if you have questions, pop them in the chat. We'll go back to that. All right, so then I could have hit the back arrow, but our pictures are covering it up. I love this. I've always loved Juice Plus kitchen videos. Have you guys seen these? They're fabulous little 1-minute videos on how to use complete and make little desserts and snacks, healthy things. Look, pancakes, lemon pie, ice cream, all this, just fun things that you could post on social media or send to your customers one week. I've always loved these, but I'm always like, where are those again? I know they're on YouTube somewhere. So anyway, I love having those, and we'll definitely, as more show up, we'll be adding. Have you noticed? Here's a great one for your customers. These are just images. There's only a few here, so we'll probably be adding some. And if you find some that you love, you can always share them with us and we'll pop them in here because we really want it to be useful for you. Okay, so I'm just going to go back to get out of customer care and Juice Plus products and programs. So everything's updated. Here are the new Juice Plus order forms. Here's the 2-pager and here's the 1-pager. It's really phenomenal to have all that in one spot. You can print it out. Product bundles, if you like to share, if you've got people that aren't ready to start with the whole thing, they're going to want to look at maybe a bundle, and here's Healthy Starts for Families. That is a bundle or one of our programs. So you can share these images. You can just, when you click on it, it copies it to your clipboard, and then you click it again to paste it into your message. Okay, the fact sheets, I don't know if you guys use these, but I use them all the time. So, and Jen, I saw you posted that one the other day. Maybe it was yesterday. This interesting with pricing and without pricing. So you've got a little, Stacy put these in, and I love that she did that. So you could post one and not the one with pricing, I guess. Healthy Starts. These are just awesome. Here's a perform with pricing. Okay. Don't want to linger, but I do want to kind of show you things. Talking points. This is super important, especially today when we have, there's competition out there. What sets us apart? So these are those wonderful images of what makes Juice Plus different than other products on the market. I'm not going to open these up, but take time to read these. You're going to love those. And then here's your research flip book. And do Juice Plus products have a non-GMO label? These are just things that typically come up, questions that come up. There's the nutrition labels. Okay, this came in handy for me today. I'm going to give you an example. Health conditions in Juice Plus. These came straight from either Wendy Campbell's site or from recordings on Facebook. Those two have so many good resources, but these are alphabetical, and you can see it's from A on down to Z. I had someone ask me a question about, she has a couple of issues. One was long haulers. So I had to think about what that would be in terms of, what our studies show. She said her lungs had been affected by long COVID. So I pulled up the image. And you know what? The image I used actually is not even in here, but I know you all have seen it. It's the Wendy Campbell, what does Juice Plus do? Or what does Juice Plus help? Have you all seen that? Has anybody seen that? Do you know what I'm talking about? Well, anyway, I used that, but I could have sent her that flip book, right? Because it has all the studies in there. And then she also had autoimmune. She asked me about psoriasis. So I just grabbed this here and I sent it to her. I did it in an email actually. So, but I could grab my information from here and move it to that email message. Great things. And then here are your videos, your most used videos. This one you'll use a lot because capsule essentials. I like the Healthy Starts for Families And of course, our Bridging the Gap. This is the short version. If you want the long version, you can go get that on YouTube or the Freedom Revolution. And the Omega one, I love this one too. I know you guys do too, about the Complete Nutritionally Fit. That's an awesome one by Dr. Jan Roberto. We will be adding some more videos in here for sure. Okay, so that's basically Juice Plus products and program. And I'm not going to go any further tonight on that because I want you just to know a little bit of how to get around. You can do this yourself, but I wanted you to see where these things are. So Diane and Jen are helping me tonight. So I don't know if you guys can unmute because I'm going to keep recording, but I'd love to know if you have any questions. No question is too basic. So we're not experts, but we have been using it for about a month or 6 weeks. So we've learned a little bit. Does anybody have anything they want to ask?
Lori, you have shot me a question. She was asking, how do we get the boards? So she's downloaded the app. Now, how does she get this inputted onto her phone?
Good question. So the way you're going to do it is, and Diane can do this because she's an admin on here. We just click the share button and we can add you with your email, or she can send you the link either way. So anybody that's ready to join, we can do that for you after we finish up here. Okay. That's a good question. Anybody else?
I did want to throw one other user thing for you guys. Remember, we had a little bit of a glitch trying to figure it out. When you're on boards, if you're using your phone, everybody, when you go down and you've hit boards, if you're wanting to look at the document and you don't want to send it to somebody, there is a little up in the corner, this little arrow. If you can see it on my phone right here in the top. And if you'll hit it, it opens the boards so that you can open up the documents to read them and see them. Otherwise, if you don't hit that arrow, when you hit the actual board, it will copy and paste it into a text message to the person that you've opened in that you're talking to. So we had an issue trying to figure that out at the beginning. So if you're just wanting to look to see what's on it and you're using your phone and not your computer, go to that little arrow button so you can read what you're getting ready to send before you go back and copy and paste, if that makes sense.
Okay. Yeah. That's helpful. Anybody else have a question? Are you excited? Good. We are too. This seems like a long time coming, actually. So we're very happy to have it. Well, I'm going to stop the recording, and then if anybody else has more questions, we can continue.
I wrote a question down. Does anybody have an Android?
I saw that question. I do not, but let me show you something, Mark. See this one right here, how to use boards.
I can't see. Here, let me bring the chat down. I can't get that far.
Okay.
I don't see any of the team stuff yet.
Well, that's just because we haven't added you yet. But if you'll you see my screen though?
Yeah.
Okay, so how to use boards. You click on that and it will take you, actually, when you get into boards, it's going to have you sign up and do a login and password, and it will ask you if you have an iPhone or an Android. So, and this is support. You can ask a question there anytime, but before you even get in here, it's going to ask you what kind of phone you have so that you get the proper format.
Login. It'll log you in the proper way. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Am I correct in understanding that the way for me to be able to load in your boards is to give you my email address and then you load it in?
Yeah, by adding you in through your email address, then you will automatically have access to our board, and then you can view it. You can't change it. But if you wanted to create your own, Carolyn, you could use mine and make your own. You could do that if you want.
This is great what you have here. I'm like you. I think this is a game changer.
Mhm. It is, yeah. I think too, that in this day and age, Jen sort of touched on this too, is that a lot of people do have another job or business, or even moms. I have a lot of moms. I know there's plenty here on this call. If you are busy and you are running around and someone asks you at soccer practice or their mom's group, well, what is Juice Plus? It's so easy. Hey, let me just text you. Let me send you a text. I'm going to send you something to look at, and then I'm going to get back with you and we'll talk about it. You just set your follow-up right there. You've already done step one. So. All right. Well, I'm going to stop sharing, and I am, thank you all for being here.
Oh, thank you so much.